Thanks for tuning in to The Source, your source for celebrity news. Check this out. The other day, sources reported that 16-year-old Alabama rapper Lil Wody was engaged to his 26-year-old girlfriend. Now, when everybody on social media finally saw the pictures of Lil Wody with his 26-year-old girlfriend, people were like, hells no. What the cuff is this? What is this grown behind woman doing hugged up with this little boy? Source, can you please show a picture of Lil Wody with his 26-year-old fiance? Okay, that right there looks hella crazy, because that looks like a mother taking her son to the bus stop for the first day of school. Now, after people saw this picture of Lil Wody with his 26-year-old cougar girlfriend, a whole bunch of people had something to say. And one person said,
somebody lock this woman up. I need those pedophile hunters, those child monster hunters, come get this chick and lock her ass up. Y'all know damn well if the roles were switched and Lil Wody was 26 and the fiance was 16, y'all would be outraged. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Shade Room, all you blog sites would be eating this up right now, trying to get Lil Wody locked up if the roles were switched. But of course, it's only one-sided aggression. You know what I mean? This is ridiculous. I'm pretty sure this chick has been messing with him since he was probably 14. You know what I mean? So, yeah, lock her ass up and throw away the key. If y'all want equality, then let's treat things the same way. You know what I'm saying? Because we not stupid. We are not stupid. We know damn well if the roles were switched, y'all be losing y'all damn mind right now, calling Lil Wody predatorial and all the other good things y'all be calling people. At this case, the same folks that's quiet about this was loud about R. Kelly. Remember that. Remember that. Y'all ain't saying nothing about this chick dating this minor, but had everything to say about R. Kelly. Like I said, one-sided aggression is unfair, but at the end of the day, the law is the law. This is stupid. But at the end of the day, hey, Lil Wody, live your best life. Because we understand it's a double standard when it comes to men and women.
And then somebody else came through and said,
the fact that he's 16 with a 27-year-old female is taking away his whole childhood. He may not realize it, and a lot of guys are parading it. We all been in that same situation, but when you get older in life, it's not cool because you really don't benefit from it. At the end of the day, these older females are going down to a younger dude because they cannot control an older man. So that's why these females are messing with younger dudes, because they can mold them into the man they want them to be. A pushover. You know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna get into too detail about the situation, but I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. If the roles were reversed, it would be all hell broken loose. Come on, man. All I'm gonna say is, y'all wouldn't be saying this if the roles were reversed. Okay? Now, I'm gonna say something that a lot of people might not like. Every person that agrees with this 16-year-old little boy messing with a 27-year-old woman are pickle huggers, and they just want to be in his life because he gonna have some money, and it's all about views and clout, and at the end of the day, they're gonna get paid from it.
Okay, so first off, let me start off by saying this. For all the dudes out there talking about if the roles had been reversed, all you women's wig caps will be popping off right now. Let me say this. Historically, the roles have always been reversed. And just so you know, part of the reason why a whole bunch of women aren't coming out speaking about this Lil Wody situation is because, as it turns out, Lil Wody is over there trying to pull a fast one on all y'all, because officially, Lil Wody is 22 years old, and the chick in the pic just so happens to be his girlfriend, who is 20 years old. And I know, somebody's gonna come in the comment section like, nah, Sauce, you gotta be wrong. I'm really not. And that's why Lil Wody has a rap sheet that's like a mile long, and he also got kicked off of a high school campus when he went there to try to shoot a video, and they were like, bruh, you were supposed to graduate mad years ago, and now you're trespassing.
It was only last month when 22-year-old Anthony Beverly was arrested for obstruction of justice, and it was years ago when he should have graduated high school on his own. Walking into this school behind me with a shiny watch and someone filming him, it's safe to say Beverly wasn't here for just a free lunch. Anthony Beverly's presence wasn't welcome at Murphy High School on Thursday, especially by the parents who learned that the 22-year-old rapper sneaked onto school grounds. One Facebook user writing, quote, "I am just shocked this adult was free walking amongst these students," end quote.
I always ask first before I do anything. I asked, can I shoot the video? And one of the, I don't know if it was teachers, I don't know who it was. She said yes. As you can see in the video, I walked right past them in the video. But walked right past them, and I made my video, and I left. If y'all feel offended or anything, me personally, I apologize. You feel me? If y'all feel any type of way about the video.
At 5 feet 2 inches, Beverly could resemble a student at a quick glance. But when Beverly got to the cafeteria, the school staff turned him away, according to MCPSS spokesperson Renee Phillips. Phillips says in a statement, quote, "Due to the security measures that we have in place, we were able to quickly identify him and get him off campus within a matter of minutes," end quote. A post on Beverly's Facebook story reads, quote, "Who want to help me shoot a music video at Murphy? I need all Murphy students to tap in right now," end quote. Records show Beverly was booked into Metro Jail 5 times as an adult, most recently arrested in July for obstruction of justice after officers say he provided a fake name. Prior to that, Beverly was also arrested for domestic violence, among other charges. Oh yeah, and that obstruction of justice charge, well, he's due in court for that on Monday.
Listen, little Wody is just out here trying to use the fact that he looks mad young to try to stir up a little controversy so that he could get a little buzz. The same way he tried to stir up a little controversy by making it seem like he got robbed at gunpoint on live a few weeks ago. Check this out.
Oh, hey! Oh, you can get that. You can get that. Hold on, bro. You can get that. Hold on. Go on, come out there right now. You for real, bro? Go on, come out there. Go on, come out there right now. Hold on, hey, that nigga trying to ride. What the fuck? Oh, hold on, you can get this shit, nigga. Go on, come out there. Go on, tell that right there. Light work. Go on, tell that right there. The fuck? Go on, tell that right there. Go on, get around here. Eddie. Oh, man. Hey, little brother. Hey, little brother, rob me on camera.
Oh my goodness, do these rappers think that we're just dumb? I mean, this dude's getting robbed and he's smiling through the whole robbery and looking at the camera, and he wants us to believe that this is legit. Are you kidding me? Listen, let me know in the comments. Do you believe that rapper Lil Wody actually got robbed at gunpoint for his little bag chain while he was sitting in his car doing a live? Or do you think this ish right here is fake as hell? Let me know in the comments, and while you're down there leaving a comment, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Now, check this out. As you know, the other day, Young Miami did a special Carisha Please, where she allowed herself to be interviewed by her BFF Saucy Santana. And during the interview, she let everybody know that she is no longer with Diddy, but she also said that her being with Diddy was part of her ingenious plan to become a mogul. Well, after that, DJ Academics came out and he was like, Carisha, please. Your problem is that you gave up on your career to become a mistress, and you never really wanted to be a rapper. What you wanted was to be lit. Check this out.
You stopped your music career, girl. You stopped it to be a mistress or to be in that cult. You stopped it. It's not like you were working and Diddy just fit around your schedule. You stopped it. That's the problem. Your label was frustrated with you. She's acting like, oh no, I'm doing everything I had to do. Here's the thing, you're non-talented. You could barely read. You don't really rap. And you need to rely on ghostwriters and your labels to put you in position, and then you're unfocused on your own career, and you then fall into a lifestyle that's bigger than the money that you make. Young Miami never wanted to be an artist. If she says she wanted to be an artist before she got famous, she's lying. She never wanted to be an artist. She wanted to be popping. You know when girls be like, yo, I just want to be lit, and you can't get a definition of what lit is? That's what she wanted to be. So she just wanted to be lit. She never wanted to be an artist.
Okay, so after DJ Academics pulled Young Miami's card, Young Miami jumped online to respond to Academics, and she said, I never stopped working. I started my own brand, selling candles, shot glasses, varsity jackets, thongs, and a card game that made $1 million in 14 days. Remixes, Lola Brooke Don't Play With It, Quavo, Strub the Ground, Gorgeous, Gucci Mane, Acting, BMF, Grownish, and You People with Eddie Murphy, all while having a ninja. I never thought ish. Like I said, it wasn't no money in the group. Y'all biatches put some respect on my name and stop trying to make me look crazy, cause I was with a ninja that helped my career. The neighborhood talk, I don't know how much they paying y'all to hate on a biatch too, but leave me the F alone. Damn. Now, after DJ Academics made his assessment on Carisha, a whole bunch of people came in the comment section, and one person said, I don't rock with Ac at all, but he hit the nail on the head with this one. And then somebody else was like, Ac was right, she stopped it herself. She got comfortable with Diddy and didn't see her world from a bird's eye view. And then after that, somebody else was like, first time I agree with Ac. You know what's crazy about that is I'm sitting here right now like, oh my goodness, I'm agreeing with Ac. Because I too believe that Young Miami gave up her career to be with P. Diddy. I mean, when you really think about it, she was over there like a kept side chick. And yeah, sure, she made a card game and some thongs, and she also had Carisha Please, which Diddy was giving like fake awards to because I don't care what you say. Drink Champ should have got Podcast of the Year. But with that being said, Ak is 100% right when he says that Carisha, aka Young Miami, lost herself when she left JT to get with P. Diddy. Listen, let me know in the comment section, do you believe that Young Miami's career benefited from getting with the diddler? Or do you think Young Miami's career has suffered ever since she got with P. Diddy? Because now everybody just views her as a glorified side chick, and she would have done much better if she'd have stayed in the booth dropping hoodified, hoochie-fied rap songs with JT. But before we move on from talking about Carisha, I gotta ask you guys a question. Have you guys noticed that like Nene Leakes is turning into Young Miami? Watch this.
Everybody wants to know what I would do if I didn't win. I guess we'll never know.
Listen, I gotta hand it to her because Nene Leakes looks like she's really winning at the game of life. Now, after she posted that video of herself strolling down the street, a whole bunch of people had something to say. And one person said, and one thing about Nene, she gonna serve a look. And then somebody else was like, stomping so hard the devil texting God like, what's going on up there? And then somebody else was like, she pushing 60, still craving the same attention women in their 20s craving for. We're doomed. And after that, somebody else came through and was like, Nene Surgeon deserves a gold medal. She looks fantastic. Listen, I don't think that Nene Leakes is out here competing with nobody, especially 20-year-olds. What happened is, Nene Leakes got that RHOA money, she upgraded the face and the body, and now she's just feeling herself. And that's beautiful because all women should feel comfortable in their own skin, including Tracy Ross, who some people are now calling a loser after she posted a tastefully done topless photo on social media at the age of 51. Okay, so here's what happened. After Tracy posted the picture of herself topless with her hand covering her tatas, some people jumped online and tried to shame Tracy Ross by saying that her old ASS needs to keep all her clothes on and stop trying to post AARP thirst traps. Some other people also called Tracy a loser for being a 51-year-old unmarried woman with no kids. For example, one person said, thirst trapping at the age of 51 is insane. Nasty work. If she wasn't a celebrity, she'd be labeled a failure and a loser. Cause why you ain't at home with a husband and children who had children? She's a victim of modern day feminism. And then somebody else was like, she's too old to be doing stuff like this. And then after that, somebody else said, so sick of men thinking that every time a woman does something like this, it's a cry for help or attention seeking to appease a man. Do y'all really think that the one and only Tracy Ellis Ross couldn't have 10 men standing at attention in 10 minutes? I think I'm gonna have to agree that if Tracy Ellis Ross really wanted to be married, Tracy Ellis Ross would be married. And to tell you the truth, if I was Tracy Ellis Ross and I was 51 years old and I was thinking about getting married, I might be very selective about who I'm married to. Because one, she doesn't want to potentially give away half of her income to some dude who is unworthy. And then two, she has to also watch out for the inheritance that she's gonna get from her mother, Diana Ross, which includes a freaking island. I mean, you can't just be giving that away to any dude who drops down on his knees talking about,
please, baby, please, baby, please, baby, 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 please.
See, when women like Tracy Ellis Ross decide to get married, they have to consider more than just love. Similar to Oprah Winfrey, you gotta think about, what is this man here for? What does he really want? And I know that what I'm getting ready to say is gonna be controversial and hard to believe, but every woman's life goal and dream is not to walk down the aisle and get married and then have kids. Some women want other things, as do some men. Okay, so interestingly enough, at the same time that people were online calling Tracy Ellis Ross a loser and trying to shame her for being what vice presidential candidate J.D. Vance would call a childless cat lady, Kirk Franklin weighed in on the topic of marriage. And Kirk said that the belief that a woman should not be single after the age of 30 or 35 is toxic. And he also said that one of the problems that we're facing today is that marriage has been weaponized in the black community.
I believe that marriage has been weaponized in Western Christianity. Giving has been weaponized in Western Christianity. Sexuality has been weaponized. For example, any woman listening to this can attest in our culture. Don't be no 30, 35-year-old single black woman and go to the family reunion. Older women are gonna do them, they're gonna look at you and wonder, why you not married?
Where your man at?
Like it's a prerequisite for identity and value that if you don't have a man, if you don't have kids, something about you is broken. Do you understand how dysfunctional these messages are and how we super spiritualize these messages? Paul said, but marriage is a necessary distraction. I have many friends that were in ministry at church. The church has told them, if you're gonna be in ministry, you can't be single. We're not gonna let you work with the youth ministry if you're single. You can't do this. And so what people do, they quickly get married thinking that they're fulfilling God's will for their lives, but they are fulfilling man's dogma. You can be single and be used by God. You can be single and have purpose. Being married is not a prerequisite for God's hand on your life, but we've weaponized it. And then crucify people when those same marriages fail.
Now, after Kirk Franklin said that, a whole bunch of people came in the comment section. And one person said, I'm a heterosexual 43-year-old black man. No kids, never married. It's a personal choice, and I'll be damned if I let society shame me for it. And then somebody else was like, marriage is a choice, having kids is a choice, and if you don't get that, then you have a problem. Alright, so this is what I think. I think that marriage is a choice that most people make. And I also think that having kids is a choice that most people make. However, I think that if you don't make that choice, that doesn't make you a loser. And I know, somebody's gonna come in the comment section like, but source, God said that we were put on this earth to procreate. Okay, but as far as I know, God also created individuals who were infertile. So, what are you saying to me? They're losers? No, that just means to me that God has different purposes for different people. And as far as like marriage is concerned, there are certain people on this earth who are not meant to be married. And I know somebody's gonna come in the comment section like, source, that ain't biblical. Yes, it is, because Sarah was Abraham's wife, but Hagar was only purposed to be his side chick. And I know that when I say this, somebody's gonna be like, source, you're taking it too far. Guess who else was never married and had no kids? His name was Jesus. And guess what? Jesus was not a loser, but God had a different will, plan, and purpose for his life. Listen, let me know in the comments, do you agree with the people on social media who are saying that Tracy Ellis Ross is a freaking loser because at the age of 51, she's not married and she doesn't have kids? Let me know what you think about that in the comments. And also, let me know what you think about Kirk Franklin saying that one of the problems in the black community is that we weaponize marriage. But before I move on from this topic, let me say this. Another reason why some modern women don't want to get married is because they don't want to have to deal with this. Yo, check out how this dude reacts after he just got finished telling his fiance that he got another woman pregnant.
For real right now? Are you for real right now?
Oh, bro. Don't leave me, bro. Bro.
Yo, it's not funny, but it's funny because I'm like, okay, he sat there, he was like, babe, I gotta tell you something. And then he told her that he cheated on her and he's having a baby with another woman. So my question is, how in the world did his black behind end up in a bathtub? This dude walked into the bathroom, got into the tub, turned the shower on, and then sat there and cried talking about don't leave me. Wow, gaslighting at its finest. Because what I want to know is where was all that raw emotion and love for your fiance when you was out there going raw dog with somebody else? Oh my goodness, these dudes are special. Anyhow, let me know in the comments, do you feel sorry for this dude? Now, after people saw this dude sitting in the bathtub with the shower on crying, one person said, bro trying to make old school R&B videos. And then somebody else was like, why he in the shower though, with all his clothes on? And then somebody else was like, them tears don't mean a damn thing to me. And then somebody else was like, that's exactly what a child does when they get caught doing something wrong. And then after that, somebody else was like, boy, bye. Listen, I get it. You're hurt because you just told the woman that you love that you're having a baby with somebody else. But guess what? You're not as hurt as the woman who loves you, who you just told that you're having a baby with somebody else. So man the F up and get the F out of the tub. And after you get out of the tub, make sure you clean it with a little Clorox so that the woman that you just cheated on does not have to be doubly violated by having to go into the bathroom after you to scrub that tub. I swear, some of you dudes, and not all, definitely not all, but some of you dudes who are like on the lower levels, you dudes just be asking for too much emotional maturity from the women that you're with when you don't want to give that same emotional maturity in return. But since we're talking about emotional maturity, dudes, let me help you out real quick. The next time your woman is going through it, I'm gonna need you to take notes from this young boy and to support your woman and talk to her like this.
What did you say? You said that you were here for me, and what else did you say?
And sometimes you think you're alone, but you're not. You have me, you have God, and you have Jesus, and you have yourself in the heart. And it's okay. We'll get through this together. Okay, Mom? It's okay. You don't even gotta worry and stress about it. Because you know why? Try to guess.
Because I have you and God?
Exactly. You have me and God. Right by your side. We're sticking on you. We're holding your hand right now. As we're going through these tough trials. So it's okay. You got this, Mom.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that. You're very sweet. And it does help me to feel at peace knowing that you are here with me and by my side. I appreciate that. Okay?
You're welcome, Mom.
Even though I don't want you carrying my stressors and my worries. That's why I try not to show it too much in front of you, because I don't want you carrying that. I want you to focus on being a kid, playing, having fun, scraping your knees, playing in the dirt, swimming, reading books, thinking about what new toy you want when we go to the store, not worrying about mommy's problems. You understand me?
Yes, Mom.
I'll worry about it. I'm strong enough. I can handle it. Okay?
Okay.
You don't worry about it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I love you.
Okay, I love you too.
Your mommy, Papa, son.
Mommy, Papa, son.
Oh my goodness, I love him. Don't you just love him? This young man just said all of the right things that makes a woman feel better. And I'm telling you, if he stays on this same trajectory and keeps this same loving spirit the older he gets, 20, 30 years from now, some lucky girl who's out there is going to have her a very good husband. Now, check this out. Do you guys remember a few weeks ago when we were talking about the Julio Fulio Moida case and we played a game called Who's Snitching First? Well, if you guessed that contestant number 1, the chick, was gonna snitch first, then ladies and gentlemen, you just won yourself a prize, because this chick is sitting over there in the interrogation room spilling all of the tea. And when I say all of the tea, I mean all of the tea.
Just when everyone thought the case couldn't get any more dramatic, Alicia Andrews dropped a bombshell in court that left everyone stunned. In a post-Miranda statement, where she was reminded of her rights before speaking to the police, Alicia decided to tell everything she knew. And she didn't hold back. Alicia admitted to her involvement in the ambush and identified herself in the surveillance footage that the police had gathered. But that wasn't all. She also named her accomplices, including those who had not yet been arrested. This was a huge development in the case because it meant that more people could be arrested and charged for their involvement in Fulio's murder. The revelation made by Alicia in court was a game changer. It was a risky move for her, as snitching on her accomplices could put her in danger. But Alicia seemed determined to come clean, perhaps in hopes of receiving a lighter sentence in exchange for her cooperation. Alicia's confession has had a huge impact on the case. With her testimony, the police now have enough evidence to go after the remaining suspects involved in the ambush. This could lead to even more arrests in the coming days or weeks.
Okay, so according to the court documents, Alicia Andrews provided a post-Miranda statement where she identified herself in all of the footage that she was seen in, and she also identified Isaiah Chance as the male driving a suspect vehicle, the Silver Cruise, while it was tracking Julio Fulio's movements. Andrews also admitted to allowing Isaiah Chance to use her phone while he communicated with Sean Gathright. Now, just as we predicted, Alicia Andrews denied knowledge that this was going to be a homicide, but she was caught lying multiple times during her interview. Alicia said that she was only at Teasers in Truth 18 because she and Chance were thinking about going to a party there. Andrews also related that she and Chance went up to the front doors of both clubs to ask how much it was to get in. However, that was proven to be a lie via the continuous video surveillance cameras at the front doors of both clubs. Andrews even admitted to her and Isaiah Cruz being in one of the cars at the homicide scene. However, she claims that they were just lost and they were trying to bust a Yui in a parking lot and they had no idea that somebody was being murked at the time when they were trying to bust a Yui. Now, let me say this. I am so proud of all of my listeners on this channel because we called it over here. Because when we were playing Who's Gonna Snitch First, the majority of y'all in the comment section said, you know what, Sauce? That chick is snitching first. Now, do you remember when you were back in elementary school and your teacher introduced you to words like fast, faster, fastest, quick, quicker, quickest, nice, nicer, nicest? Well, today, we're going to focus on the word dumb because even though Alicia Andrews may be dumber than some of her other accomplices, she's definitely not the dumbest because that award is going to Sean Gathright because Sean Gathright thought that it would be a good idea to drive his mama car down to Tampa to murk Julio Fulio, and then after he brought that car back, he left the shell casings from the shooting in the car. But not only the shell casings from this shooting, but he also left the shell casings from the shooting when he actually shot Julio Fulio in the foot, which is crazy because the cops never knew who shot Julio Fulio in the foot. But it gets even worse because it turns out that according to the court documents, after the cops brought Sean Gathright to the police station to interrogate him, they left him in a room for a minute and this dude got up on the table and tried to make his great escape through the ceiling tiles. I mean, he really thought that he was going to escape from the police station by shimmying through the air conditioning vents. I am done.
Julio Fulio, one of the killers, Mr. Sean Gathright, he tried to escape. You know what I'm saying? They had him in the interrogation room. I know what y'all be eating in Florida. I think he ordered like 2 sides of alligator back. You know what I'm saying? So they like, oh, you gonna talk? We gonna go get this alligator back for you with Pepsi, some fries, and then you gonna be good to tell us what we know. He like, yeah. They step out the room. They go to get the alligator back. They come back. Mr. Gathright trying to tear the whole ceiling up, ripping down tiles, breaking down tiles, you know what I'm saying? Trying to tear up the whole ceiling, right? To escape, to get up out of there. Now, the reason why he trying to get up out of there is because of this right here.
Court documents, investigators say there's evidence linking one accused killer of Charles Jones, also known as Julio Fulio, to a previous attempt at killing him last year. Jones was gunned down in a Tampa hotel parking lot in June while celebrating his birthday. 3 other people were also hurt in that shooting. The police have arrested these folks: Sean Gathright, Isaiah Chance, his girlfriend Alicia Andrews, and Rashad Murphy. Police are still looking for Murphy's cousin, Davion.
Yo, shout out to the Hip Hop Buddha for that quick synopsis. Anyhow, when I think of Sean Gathright, only one thing comes to mind, and that is this.
Dummy. You big dummy. You big dummy. You big dummy. You big cold-blooded dummy. You big dummy. See what you did? Oh, no, you big dummy. Oh, no, you big dummy. You dummy.
Oh my goodness, I miss watching Sanford and Son. Anyhow, let me know what you think about people saying that Lil Wodie's fiance needs to be locked up because she's way too old to be engaged to him. DJ Academic saying Young Miami gave up her whole entire career to be P. Diddy's side chick, and Young Miami clapping back and saying, no I didn't, I'm still creating thongs and stuff because during the time that I was dating Diddy, I was still on my grind. Nene Leakes walking up and down these streets, showing off her new body and face. People calling Tracy Ellis Ross a loser because she's single with no kids at 51. Kirk Franklin saying that one of the biggest mistakes that black people make is weaponizing marriage. I don't know, Kirk. I think that other cultures do it too. The man who decided to jump into the bathtub and cry like a little baby after telling his fiance that he knocked up another woman. The young boy out here showing men how you're supposed to support a woman. Alicia Andrews snitching on everybody in the Julio Fulio case, and Sean Gathright winning the award for Dumbest Criminal of the Year. Let me know what you think about all of that in the comments, and while you're down there leaving a comment, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel and share this video with your friends. Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to The Source, your source for celebrity news. Peace.